Hi guys, and hello to the silver wolves. Okay, and the she wolves as well. This is going to be a little bit of a delicate one, but it's one that really needs to be addressed. I've had so many of you have talked to me about it, and I know I have dealt a little with it, not as bad as others, but let's just talk about it. As we get older, as we get to be silver wolves, we go through a change. We know that. We slow down. We are not as fast in many different ways. And one of the ways that we're not as fast is the fact that we don't our bodies, our kidneys and all, and our livers and all do not process as fast as they used to. And so we end up having to go a lot during the night. And a lot of you talked about, Blackie, what can we, I want to camp, I want to get out there, but man, I'm getting up 10 times a night. I'm getting up every hour. Well, my family told a story about when I was a kid talking about the fire tenders. And supposedly this story went back, God knows, thousands of years, but that was an honored position when the old men got to where they were a fire tender, because they were up all night having to go to the bathroom. And so they were the ones that would tend the fire in the community area to help protect everybody or keep everybody warm at night, because they would lay down, go to sleep, and wake up, an hour from now, and they got to go. And so they would go take care of nature's call, and they'd throw a couple of pieces of wood on the fire. And so a nickname we had in my family for people like that were fire tenders. So why is Granddaddy getting up 10 times a night? He's tending the fire. And so that was, that was a way we dealt with talking about it. But back to what is happening is we're not processing fast enough. And so during the night, the kidneys are still kind of catch up on overtime, trying to catch up, or so is the liver, whatever. And the body is still processing at this slower rate. And it reaches a point, it's got a load of waste and needs to get rid of it. And it wakes you up, going, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go right now. We gotta get up. Now, here's a couple of little things you can help alleviate it. Of course, I always recommend talk to your medical provider, talk to your doctor, and see if there's something you can take that can help with this. I know several friends that they have some sort of medication they only take when they're going camping, because it will slow stuff down and make it where they can get through the night without having to get up a lot. I don't know what the name of the medication is, and I wouldn't say it if I did, because I'm not trying to give medical advice, but they talk to the medical provider about it. And so when they're taking the grandkids out on an overnighter or one of them overnight fishing trips or whatever where they're going to be sleeping, they do it so they ain't got to get up and down all night. So there is some help in that. Barring that, what I recommend to you guys is this. You realize you've got to clean out. And most people, to be honest, stay at a dehydration level almost, because you hate having to go to pee. This is especially true for you she-wolves. Y'all hate doing it because it is much more involved than us guys, and therefore you hate having to do it, so you don't want to drink a lot during the day because you don't want to have to go. That is creating the very loop cycle that makes you have to get up 30 times during the night. So, what I have found that works well with me is this. When I get up in the morning, that's when I'm going to quote old Dan Lutz, start hammering the liquids. I like to drink some sort of fruit juice, whatever, orange juice, apple juice, whatever, grape juice. I change it up as a way to help give me a little bit of sugar in the beginning and also a little bit of a boost and get me going. Now, I don't drink a lot of coffee, but for those of you that drink coffee, I know you're going to say, well, Blackie, I have about a pot of coffee. Throw some juice in there. Do like a half glass of some sort of juice when you first get up, and then you can have your coffee. And then after it, keep hammering the water. Keep hammering that kind of liquid. Something, sorry for the aircraft, that keeps you hydrated. what you're looking for is the color of your urine. This is a lot easier for us guys than it is for you ladies at home. But what you're trying to get is your urine clear. That means that I have completely hydrated and I have flushed out all the waste. Now it's just water and processing, because now the whole thing has been processed, right? And then it's as I accumulate new waste during the day. So that whenever I continue drinking, it keeps me cleaned out. I eat my supper around 5 or 6, and then I reduce how much I'm drinking. See, I will still take a glass, a single glass, and I may sip on it sitting there watching, you know, videos or whatever, or sitting by the fire. I'll have a drink I will sip on from about 6 to bedtime. Keep your mouth wet, but I'm not chugging and hammering the liquids anymore. The system will normally kind of run a little dry by then, and by bedtime I'm pretty much able to lay down and sleep and may not have to get up at all. On cold nights you're going to get up because the body's having to keep running to keep your body warm, and liquids is one of the primary ways. So it's going to be worse in the winter than it is in the summer, but it reduces how many times. Now for us guys, the classic thing is that old Gatorade bottle or some big disposable bottle with a big neck on it. And what we're going to do is you're going to keep that, and so when you have to answer his call, and let's say you're in a hammock, all you got to do is just making sure nobody's going to be incensed, nobody's close to you to see this, be private, stand up, take care of business, and then set the jug down, go back to bed. For you ladies, it's more convoluted, and we're going to deal with that in just a second. Something that we do for my wife. But for you guys, you can do that ground pounding, same thing. Just take care of business and then set it to the side. Tomorrow, whenever you get up, don't put it anywhere around in camp. Take it over yonder that big old leafy bush, or better yet, a big old brush pile of stuff that's not going to be used for anything. Put it there. Because especially if you're in a camping area, you don't want some little kid gathering up pine straw to put on the fire. You know what I mean? So we have to be very aware of our environment and for people that's coming after us. So take it out. Let us say, we're going to take AP. We'll take AP over yonder, someplace that's way away from camp that's not going to make something, and pour it out at the base of a tree or the base of a big bush or something, out of the way. Okay? Let nature take its course that way. If you don't have a facility like an outhouse or something where you can go pour it into that. Okay? Now for you ladies, what we found, and I have detailed this before in previous videos, but it worked very, very well for my wife. My wife is not a backpacker. My wife is a car camper. She goes with me, she enjoys going camping, and I make every effort to make her comfortable. And one of those things that I do is I get her own potty. Now, here's how you do it, and I know I've done it in videos in the past, but we take a 5-gallon bucket. This bucket is marked, so you know what it is from now on. It's her potty, okay? In the very bottom of it, you put a couple of pairs of those disposable gloves. You then put 8 or 10 folded up large kitchen trash can liners. Get the good ones, okay? And you're going to put one in, fold it over, put the second one in, fold it over, put the third one in, fold it over. The rest are folded up underneath the whole thing. So you put the folded up ones in the bottom and then take 3 bags and triple bag it, okay? Then you go down here to Walmart or go online and you're looking for a thing called Luggable. Lug as in I'm lugging something. Luggable, L-O-O. And it's a toilet seat lid that snaps onto a 5-gallon bucket. Now you put that on top and press down, snap, and you carry clumping cat litter. Okay? Put you about a coffee can worth of clumping cat litter into the bag. Now you also carry you some extra gloves and you carry a can of Lysol. Now when we set up my wife's hammock set, I always put her tarps where they go to the ground, where she has privacy, and that she can close off completely and have privacy. That way she can put her potty in there. So when she has to get up during the night, and she will 4 or 5 times, All she has to do is just get up, go to the right, sit down, do her business, close the lid, she's fine. Why using clumping cat litter? Because like it does for the pet, it clumps, and should God forbid it get turned over, you don't have liquid going everywhere, see, and it keeps the smell to, you don't even notice it. You know, we have done this situation for over 25 years in camping, in tents, in summer, in winter, in all kinds of places, and it works very, very well. Now whenever you are done, and after you've done your deposit, carry another coffee can full of the clumping cat litter. Just take the lid off and shake some over the top of your deposit. Snap the lid on and set it down next to the can. Of course, put your toilet paper in the bag as well. Close the Lugaboo lid. It will be fine. You won't smell it. In an enclosed tent, you don't smell it. It covers it up, and it does the same job it's supposed to do for a litter box. Now, tomorrow when you get up, if you have a, what you're going to do is you're going to lift the lid up, and you're going to take your spray can of Lysol, and you're going to spray the lid and everything, putting on your little disposable gloves. You're going to unlock the lid. You're going to take that bag that's on the top, the one that you're depositing, you're just going to pick up, fold over the lid, and stuff it in the middle. Don't even try to draw it up. Just fold it in. You take the number 2 bag that's underneath it. That one is clean, right? Fold it up, and that's the one you're going to drop, and when you're going to pull it out, you still got a clean bag in it. Okay? Now you will dispose of your bag of cat litter properly. Now notice Blackie didn't say go to the next convenience store you see and drop it in the dumpster. He said dispose of it properly. But I'm going to tell you, it's a whole lot easier on the way home to be able to come up and find such a place to put a bag of cat litter as opposed to it is walking in with a bucket of slop and trying to go to a restaurant, wanting to go into their bathroom and pour it into their toilet. They get upset about stuff like that. So if you walk up and just throw a trash bag away, nobody cares. See? Then, once to reset your potty, you pull that bag out, reach underneath, grab you 2 more bags, put the first back in, second bag in, third back in, snap on the lid, add cat litter, and you're ready to go again. For you she-wolves, it works well. For backpacking, you're just going to have to do like us boys and be able to get up and go over and do it. It works for you as well, where you ladies live at a level almost of dehydration because you hate to go pee. Let's just be real. And I know that. But one of the reasons you're having to go pee so much is you're not flushing and cleaning it out, and the body says, hey, I gotta go. And so just as soon as it gets enough water to do it, essentially, let's flush it, let's go. See, it's like sitting there waiting, go, give me water, give me water. If you would go ahead in the morning and hammer the liquids, you're gonna pee like a racehorse, but usually by like 1 or 2 o'clock, that quits. And you're hydrated now, and your urine is turned clear. And so you're not going to go as much at night if you do like I just said. You hammer the liquids in the morning, and then you stop drinking in bulk at dinner, and then you keep 1 drink just to sip on during the night. Keep it as little as you can. You probably will not have to get up as much during the night. Talk to your medical provider and see if there is a pill you can take for events. I don't want to be on it permanently, Doc, but there's something can I take that would help me for right now. They do have such things. I know for a fact they do because, like I said, I've got 2 friends that do that for it. And they don't take it all the time. They just take it when they're going to go camping. They're going to come out on Friday. They start taking it on Thursday. And then whenever Sunday comes, they quit taking it. So by Monday or Tuesday, they're back to normal. And it's just a way to do it. Again, this is one of those topics that's not exactly savory, but getting old ain't for sissies, and we know that. And so we don't have to stop coming out here, but we have to adapt to our changing physical conditions. And one of them is the fact that we're just going to be fire tenders. Okay, it means I have to get up during the night and take care of business. I'm a fire tender. And I wear that badge with honor because I've made it to be old enough, and not everybody makes it to be a fire tender, but I have. And so my job is to get up, take care of business, look over at the community fire. If everybody's camping around it, throw a couple pieces on the fire if that's what we're doing to keep it warm at night or whatever. That's my job. Hope you've enjoyed this content, guys. If you have, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Till next time, guys, I'm Blackie wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.